Open Source Prophetic Mentor. I want to welcome each and everyone to my channel. I hope everyone is doing amazing, and I want to thank you for all the love and support from each and everyone. It's truly amazing, and I appreciate every single one of you. So, my first card is acceptance. My second card is inner peace. No, my third card is inner peace. All right. They rejected you maybe because you didn't accept what they wanted to do to you. Maybe this person was in a devil energy because he's surrounded by devil. Right there, it could be a she, but it's an E, and I didn't pick up any she in my spirit. So that's what they tried to do. They didn't want you to accept your fate. So they wanted to block you and stop you because they wanted to keep you bounded to them. But you moved on. You move away. You took the time to accept things for what it is. And this is what pushed you into your inner peace. And this is what helped you to become still and focused. So let's see what else they're trying to do. Maybe you discovered whatever they were trying to do to you. See, looking at the back, they were trying to maybe break your heart, try to stop you and block you. Maybe they didn't want to see you bloom or grow, and maybe they was doing moon magic to you. Maybe they was trying to do things to block you and bound you. Maybe they wanted to see you ended. They maybe wanted to see you in the graveyard. They wanted to see you hit rock bottom. They might have not wanted to see you move on. Whoa, see, look at this. This is why they didn't want you to move on, because they didn't want to attract abundance. And they see maybe you was moving to an abundant energy. They didn't want you to buy this house because there's a house up here. So maybe if you haven't owned a house yet, they do not want you to have a house. I'm going by whatever I see. So maybe they tried to block you. And because you move on and you're attracting abundance, they're mad. Their hats is falling off. They're hitting rock bottom. They're taking it out on the bottles. So this is pissing them off. See, this is what they didn't want your eyes to become open and be aligned and balanced so you would attract a soulmate. They wanted to maybe keep you stuck in a karmic cycle. So they didn't want you to rediscover yourself. See, this person is very impartial. They're very biased. So when you say one thing, then they say something else. So, and try to make it seem like you don't know what the hell you're saying when you know what you are saying. See? Maybe this person is a gossiper. Maybe they gossiped about you with other people. Or maybe it was these three little bitches that was gossiping about you. Maybe they had something to do with this person in that relationship right there. Or maybe they didn't want to see you in that relationship. Sometimes it's good. Or maybe this hoe wanted to destiny swap with you. Maybe they wanted to try to take away your destiny because you're someone that has strong faith, and maybe you're someone that attracts things very easily. And maybe you're a workaholic. You're someone that's very focused, and you're someone that's flexible. Maybe you're someone that balances multiple things. So they didn't like this about you. Maybe they were pocket watching you. That's why they're gossiping about you, because they're jealous of your lifestyle. But they don't see how hard you have to work for what you have. Maybe they didn't like you. Maybe they tried to segregate you. They had a perception of you because they was very jealous of you. Maybe also you was a very vibrant person. You was a person that's very bold and beautiful. Maybe you dress nice. Maybe you're beautiful. Maybe you're someone that's very vibrant. Maybe you're someone receive messages too, because I'm looking at all this around. And maybe you're someone that's very blooming. Or maybe you're someone that have a passion. Maybe you have a gift. Maybe you like reading. Or maybe you're a speaker. Let me see what this card is. I can't see all that on the bottom, but maybe you have a craft or something. that you like. And maybe you're someone, maybe could be a seer. I'm just going by different things that I see on these cards. I try to put everything in. And there we go. Maybe you're someone that likes to do stuff perfectly, but you know nobody's gonna do everything perfectly. You might make a little mistake, but you correct it and you keep going. So maybe they didn't like this about you because you're someone that wants to do more. You want to attract more. You want to do more stuff with yourself. So maybe that's why you stepped out in faith and you recovered who you are. Maybe you found the key to who you are by moving away and recovering yourself. Maybe you rediscover yourself. Maybe you have guides that's helping you to rediscover who you are. And this is helping you to become very balanced. You're in a joyous energy. This is maybe bringing stability, stable mindset, spirit. See, maybe after you move away from these people, they was trying to block you. This is what's bringing a balance and stability for you, because these people, they didn't really like you. They was very jealous of you and envious. Look at their faces. Look at them. They do not like that you're in this balanced, poised energy. So maybe they was trying to break you so they could block you so you wouldn't be able to come balance. So they didn't want you to balance out your energy. Maybe one man and two women. That's what I see. Maybe one got brown hair. Maybe one got light brown hair or gold. Maybe this man have a dark hair. One lady look older and one lady look like not young but middle age. So that's that they're not old enough, like maybe 30 something, almost 40 or 40 something. All right, let's see. I know I ain't crazy. These people was wearing a facade. They was wearing a mask. They had a false perspective. They wanted to lead you down the wrong way because they didn't want you to move on and be on this energy so you would be able to attract. So they wear a mask and they was very false around you. They pretended like they like you and they care for you, but in other words, they didn't. They didn't give one damn about you. All they wanted to see is everything fall apart for you. And these people could have more, or sometimes they could have less. You never know, because everybody's situation is just different. But I'm going by this card. Maybe they didn't want you to move forward and believe in yourself and grow. So this would change how you think and this would enlighten you to things. So you would have a different perspective in things, and this would help you to change and grow and shift your energy. See, this is what they wanted for you. They wanted you to be able to not move forward. They wanted you to be able to stuck. They wanted to dissipating. They wanted you to fade away. They didn't want you to be abundant. They didn't want you to grow. They just wanted to sit down and just watch. And they got this little monitoring spirit here on the side watching over you to see everything that you're doing. They didn't want you to grow and elevate. They wanted to have you bounded pretty much. See, look at that. They wanted you stuck. They wanted you at a stalemate. They didn't want you to able to move. Maybe it's a man that wanted you to be stuck, bounded to him. Maybe he wanted to have you control so he could have you under his wraps. He maybe didn't want you to have faith in yourself because maybe he get readings on you. Or maybe someone read palms or whatever, crystal ball. So he didn't want you to tap into your faith, maybe because you could see who he is, exactly the person who he is. So he didn't want you to be able to look in the back. Didn't want you to able to step in your faith. Maybe this person did mysticism on you because he wanted you unconscious. He wanted your mind all over the place, so that way it would be easier for him to bound you and bind you and trap you and be able to betray you. Maybe this person is a vanity person. They very, very excessive belief. Maybe they're very egotistical, materialistic. It's all about the drinking, smoking, drugs, sex, alcohol, sexus, alcohol. You know what I'm trying to say. Maybe it's about the fast life. Everybody's going to be different, but I'm going about some of what I see on the card and what I feel. So maybe this person couldn't get you to trap up in this life. Maybe you're someone that's very different. You appreciate what you have, the little things that you have, while you work on things that you don't have. So maybe you guys were on different spectrum of the board. Maybe this person is materialistic and you are someone that like nice things, but you appreciate what you have. You're not gonna sell your soul. So maybe you're someone that's growing spiritually, or if you're religious, you're growing religious, because everybody is not the same. So it goes for different people. So maybe you're growing in your faith, and this is what they didn't want you to be doing. They didn't want you to be able to be growing in your faith, because once you grow in your faith, you would have been able to see what they're doing to you or doing to others, or you would have been able to catch on whatever is going on. So maybe you're someone that gives service. You're someone that very empathic. I don't know if this is your family member, or maybe you're a nurse, or you're a doctor, or maybe you're assisting someone. This looks like a nurse, but it could be family. This looks like the family on the side. Maybe you're a nurse, or you're a CNA, or you're a home health or something, or in-home care. So maybe you're someone that's very loving. Maybe you're a healer. Maybe you left and move on and you're on this quest, but maybe that might be your personal job, and you're moving forward in your spirituality. So, I mean, like I said, religious, spiritual, whatever you guys are. This card isn't here, supposed to be here, but we are going to use it regardless because it's in here. I might have forget it. So maybe they did not like your self-confidence because you're very sure of who you are. So that is what they might have not like about you. Maybe you're someone that steps out in faith, and whatever you do always works. So maybe you're someone that's able to manifest. So when you do right, and you're going to be able to attract things. All right, I'm going to get this one, then that one. See, they wanted to have you stuck. They wanted you isolated because they didn't want you to be on this quest. They tried to stop you. Look at the picture with the person in front. They didn't want you to be able to go on this quest, so to tap back into your innocence. So they tried to block you because they wanted you isolated and blocked off. Let's see what the other one. Oh, see? They didn't want you to complete this cycle. Look at the person in the back. They were trying to hold you back because they didn't want you to end this cycle and move on. So they was trying to pull you back from moving forward into this cycle. Or maybe they wanted to see you completely ended in the ground. Right. See? I knew it. They did not want to see you move forward. They didn't want to see you expand. They didn't want to see you grow, because they know that when you grow, you're going to attract multiple things. So maybe they was talking shit about you because they didn't want you to move forward and move on. They didn't want your third eye to open up. So this is what they want for you. They want to see you ending, go to a major ending, because they do not want you on this journey. See? I knew it. They did not want you to tap into your unlimited wisdom, your inner wisdom, your third eye, your clairvoyance. They didn't want you to tap into this inner wisdom. And they didn't want you to believe in yourself. Look at them. Look at them hiding down here. They're trying to distract you, block you, and do everything they can so you won't be able to tap fully into your wisdom. See, they wanted you bitter and sad and unhappy. Look. This fake person. They didn't want to see you rise above. They wanted to try to trap you and do things to hurt you. Someone offering you something, do not take it. Be careful. Read that energy good before you take anything from anyone. I'm going by exactly what I see and everything. I'm trying not to miss anything. All right. See? They're very guilty. They knew they didn't treat you good, and this is what they wanted to see you back here. They wanted to see you looking like this. They want everything to fall apart for you. They wanted you to have nothing. They wanted you sick. They wanted you burdened. They wanted you hopeless. They want everything to fall apart for you. Look at that face at the front. Very guilty. They're feeling very guilty. Now they want you to forgive them. They want you to come back in and you to love and support them. But you're not falling for that mess. Prior works. They want to block you so your prayers wouldn't work and things wouldn't work, but nothing beats prayer. This is what they want you to be, responsive, hopeless. They do not want you to have any hope or faith. They do not want you to believe in yourself. They want to bind you in. See, they want to cover you in. They do not want you to grow. They do not want you to expand. They do not want you to be abundant. Maybe it's a female, because I see a female right here. Maybe she's jealous of your life. Look at her face. And you look like a vibrant person, someone that's very happy with life, happy where they're going. And you're creating, you're becoming very abundant. Maybe you're someone fertile. Maybe this person was jealous of you and your life. But you didn't care about none of that. You moved on from that relationship. You gained self-worth and you step into your power. So this is what's helping you to attract everything that you're attracting, because you're someone that's persevere. Maybe you are receiving messages from your guides, or you have someone that's guiding you and protecting you and pushing you forward on this journey. So this is what's helping you to move on from that karmic. Oh, look at this. Look at this, the devil. Maybe it's a devil man that broke your heart. They want to have you trapped and have you blocked. They want you to be very insecure about yourself. So maybe they try to say stuff to make you feel less of yourself, feel like you're not worthy, you're not good enough, because they're in this devil energy. They're very greedy, lustful, and they're in their ego. So they felt like if they broke your heart, you would crumble, but you didn't. See, they wanted you complacent, unwilling to change and improve. So this is what they want. They didn't want you to change your life. They didn't want you to grow. We always are karmic in our life until we grow and we change our mind and decide to change things. But a lot of people, whenever you try to change your life and become better, they think that you're the same person. No, you're not. When you're making changes in your life, you accept things for what it is. You accept who you are and you're making the necessary changes to grow. You are making that changes. Never let anyone make you feel like you're the same person, because you're not. Yeah, so this is what they wanted you. So you're attracting miracle. So whatever you touch is turning into gold. So everything is working out for you. You're expanding and you're growing. Things are just coming in fast for you. This is what they want you in grief. They want you in sadness. They wanted you in pain. Maybe they sent something to unalive your dog. If you have a dog, see, they want to try to confuse you, because they want to take you back into a karmic cycle. They want to block you and trap you. They do not want you. So they send confusion magic, chaos magic, or they say stuff over your picture to try to confuse you and block you, but call your power back. Protect your energy at all costs. See, maybe you're someone that's creating something and they do not want you to create maybe a new business, or maybe you're a singer, you're a dancer, you're opening up a new business, you're an actress, you're a reader, you're a spiritual teacher, maybe you're a gymnastic teacher, or you're a healthcare provider. They do not want you to create. So whatever you touch, whatever you do, it would create, it would give love, it would guide, it would lead, and it would expand and help others. So they do not want you to become in this creative energy, because you're able to create. And here they come back with this bullshit. They want to try to trick you. They already betrayed you. They already ghosted you. They move on. So now they trying to double back around with this sneaky little energy to try to trick you. Do not fall for that, because they want to have you trapped and blocked. But you use your instinct to move, and you moved on. See, you're moving away from this two-faced devil that tried to trap you. But see, you're smarter than they two-faced ass. So you're using your instinct, your intuition, and your guidance to move on and leave them. So they're unable to trick you. Now they're playing a victim because you moved on and you move away, and they realized you was a hard nut to crack. They couldn't crack you that easy. They couldn't have you fall down. They're playing the victim. They always try to play the victim. Whatever they send to you, whatever they do to you is not working. They're trying to block you. They're trying to stop you. They do not want you to climb. They do not want you to grow. They do not want you to elevate. They do not want you to expand. So they're becoming very impatient. So whatever they're doing is not working, because it's going right back to the sender. You know why? Because you're someone that's give gratitude. You're someone that appreciate where you are in life. Maybe someone is pregnant, or maybe someone birthing a new idea, or someone is very abundant, or maybe someone is very loving. Someone gives love and give gratitude. Someone is very empathic to their self and to others. They're very sharing, nurturing, guiding. Maybe they're a healer, or they have healing abilities. And because you went through a period of renewal, where you renewed yourself, you've been through a rebirth, you've been through alignment, you've been through transformation, you're aligned to the universe, so you're balanced, and they're unable to knock you down. So this is what they wanted to do. They want to block you from going into this renewal. If you haven't already, they want to stop you, because once you renew, you're going to become abundant. You know why? Because you always give gratitude for what you have. So this is going to attract multiple blessing, multiple opportunity, multiple promotion, and multiple investment for you. So keep going and never give up on yourself. Open source, like, subscribe.